I'm Lisa, Photography by Lisa and Tom. I'm here today to show you our tripod. This is the first tripod we've ever loved, and I'm going to show you some of the features of why I love this tripod. One is it's carbon fiber, it's very light. Two, it has a very small diameter, so if you kind of compare the diameter of a water bottle to this, the diameter is the same, so it's a very small footprint, which means that it can easily fit in a pocket on the side of a camera bag. It's also about 15.5 inches closed, so it can actually fit inside of a camera bag. If you're traveling, it's nice because you don't have to put it in your checked luggage. It'll actually fit inside your carry-on bag as well. So I love the fact that it is light, but I also love the fact that it is easy to use. And despite the fact that it is small, and despite the fact that it is light, it has really good feet. So they spent the majority of their time actually manufacturing and engineering the feet. So they're dampening resistant. It means that you can use these for long exposures, star trails, all kinds of things. So even though it's a lightweight tripod, it's still a very sturdy tripod. It's also very easy to be able to use. A lot of tripods you might have leg sections that you have to screw and unscrew. This has flip switches, and I can just very quickly go from completely closed up to some of the legs being open or all the legs being open really, really fast. So to be able to set this up to full height, which is about 60 inches, it's really, really quick. So it's lightweight, very small footprint, very small length to be able to put into your bag. I also like how easy it is to be able to use. So it comes with an integrated ball head that's in here. So this ball head is integrated right in, and it has just two things. It has one knob to be able to lock your camera in. So when I'm putting this in, all I have to do is flip one switch over, and now my camera is completely locked into place. The other dial is going to enable me to be able to go in any direction that I want to be able to go in. So if I want to be able to go vertically, I can easily go vertically. And a lot of us are using lighter mirrorless cameras now. We don't always need an L plate that I needed on my heavier DSLR in the past. So I love the fact that I can go any which way around. But in addition to that, this center column can also be removed. It can also be put in upside down as well. So while I can go all the way up to 60 inches, I can actually go down to about 5.5 inches as well. So it's really nice, and then it has a really nice center column. It has a hook on the bottom, so if you have a windy day and you're doing a long exposure, you can use like a bungee cord or use something to be able to weight to your camera bag or some rocks or something. So it's got that hook on the bottom. That hook actually comes out, and when that comes out, there's a neat little piece in here that enables you to be able to put your smartphone up here. Now if you wanted to do some video, if you wanted to do some time-lapse with your phone or something fun, you automatically have that coming with it. But I can also take the center column out, which is really a nice feature, and I can put it in upside down. So now if I'm doing cool little mushrooms, macro photography, I can actually go really low to the ground. These legs go out really easily. And then there's a feature in this center column as well where it comes with a little tool, and that little tool enables me to be able to take that center column and take it into two parts really easily. So now I have just this little piece that's going on here. So the same exact head, I've just now taken this apart. Now I can use that so that I want to go all the way down flat, so that this tripod will go all the way down to the ground. As I said, it's about maybe 5.5 inches. It goes really, really low to the ground, so that's really a nice feature as well. If you decide that you want your own ball head and don't want to use the ball head that comes with it, which is really easy to use, you can buy a universal head adapter. It's about $29, and then you can put your own ball head on here. So here's the Acrotech ball head, very popular ball head. You can be using that. If you want to put a gimbal on here, perhaps you have a Wimberley or a Mongoose or something for bird photography, you can do that as well. We use the Flexi Shooter for our gimbal. Love this. Basically does the same thing as a gimbal, locks into place, allows you to track birds, follow birds. So I can just take that center column out, and I can now have this be adapted for bird photography. I do a lot of my bird photography handheld, but there are times that I might want to be bringing that tripod to be able to do long exposures, creative photography, pro capture, things like that. So one of the nice features is that this tripod is actually, because it is a Peak Design tripod, actually does have the ability that you can use the Peak Design straps. So I have put a Peak Design pivot on my tripod. I can now take the Peak Design strap, and what I can actually do is clip this right on here. So there's just, again, one on the top, one on the bottom here. And now if I'm walking in the woods, I can actually kind of carry this like a quiver, like a bow and arrow. I'm doing my handheld flight photography, and then all of a sudden I want to be able to use this. I can take this out and use this. You also could put those same little Peak Design adapters on the case if you want to as well. And the camera strap would also fit on the case as well. Speaking of the case, there are some people who have had trouble getting the tripod back into the case, and there is a little trick to that. So when you are using this center column, if you raise this up and you're going vertical and you're having fun, at the end of the day, when you want to be able to perhaps put this back in your case, you do need to be able to make sure that it is flush. So here you can see that the head, the center column, is not flush. This will not fit back into the bag. You actually have to turn it and make sure it's flush. So if you have any space that's in here, you kind of know that it's not going to fit back in that bag. Just turn it. And that's one a little bit of a learning curve. That's an easy thing to be able to. Once you do it once, you'll know for sure that you can do that. As I said, you don't need any additional ball head or any additional material with this. It comes automatically with Arca Swiss compatible. One little button, I'm going to have that locked into place. Now I can rotate this around. If I want to go vertical, I can go vertical. If I want to go down, I can. Or like I said, if I want to put the camera completely upside down, I can do that as well. As I mentioned, this is the first tripod I've ever loved. Tom and I have loved pictures we've gotten with previous tripods, but this is the first tripod we love, both because it's easy to be able to use and it's got so many nice features, and it takes up such a little amount of space that it's really fun. I'll put the affiliate link down in the comments. Thank you.